guys, we're here with my boy Chi, who went undefeated first place at the AGOV Overlord Premiere yesterday at Go for Games. So you did it with Branded Synchro. So what's your thoughts on that deck versus like Branded Despia?
So this deck is a lot more fun and it's a lot more complicated, and it also doesn't lose to like the traditional floodgates that Branded loses to, like anti-spell, D-bear, that kind of stuff. There's a lot more lines of play, but the deck is a lot more difficult. I find myself like making a lot more misplays than like the classic Branded Fusion plays. But yeah, it's a really fun deck. I definitely recommend it.
Awesome. Well, I guess before we get to the deck list, I just wanted to give you some Team Sam sleeves. Definitely use my code at tsx1.com. And yeah, let's get right to the list.
Yeah, so we play 3 Quem, 3 Cartesia, and 3 Albaz. So these are like the normal summons, I guess. The main thing is like Quem and Cartesia, they're level 4 tuners. And so they synergize really well with the Bestial engine, and that enables like level 10 synchros. And Despater, especially in this deck, is really strong because it's like an interruption, combo, enabler, and yeah. And then after this, we got the Bestial package, which is 3 Lubellion, 1 Mag, Rip, 3 Sarnier, 3 Druisworm, 1 Baldrake.
Wow, that's a lot of Bestials. Okay.
So this looks weird. And it's pretty much a vanilla monster. I've never used this effect a single time, even against Dragonlink. But basically, it's the attributes is it's a fallen Albaz in the grave or a field, so similar to Shadow Dragon. And there's a level 4 tuner dragon that's searchable off Bestial Lubellion. So there are some times where you open a bunch of Bestials, but you don't have a level 4 tuner, but you have Lubellion. You can pitch this and search this, and that gets your synchros plays going. And then along with the Bestials, we play 1 Beast and 1 Regain. These are the real MVPs of the deck, especially this one. This allows you to have infinite grind game. Always when you're banishing cards extra deck or like main deck monsters, you can shuffle it back, draw 1, and you'll have infinite resource loop with Regain. Yeah, so that's it for the Bestial package. For the other branded random stuff, we have this stuff. So this package. Shadow Dragon is really good to draw because you can pitch Albaz to get your Bestials to get like a darkened graveyard. This also enables Cartesia to special summon, and usually you're searching one of these two or Cartesia or Quem off Branded High Spirits. And the reason why we play Branded High Spirits is because we play a lot of dragons in the deck, so you can pitch a Bestial that gets the light and dark in the graveyard, but also gets your fusions in the graveyard, and you can search like a tuner, for example, Quem, Cartesia, or whatever. For the other spells, other branded spells, 3 Branded Fusion. This is jokingly the worst card in the deck. It locks you into fusions, which sucks, but there are some times where for going second, going into fusions helps break board, and also sometimes you just don't have any other choice. Like if you don't open the tuners, you don't open the Bestials, Branded Fusion's your only play, you might as well go for it. Like if you have the Ash, you have the Ash.
Do you always prioritize this though over synchro plays, or it's actually?
So I would say that if you have access to Quem and Cartesia, like you have access to Quem and your Bestials, you can get the synchros and the links. We'll get into the links in a bit. Going, I would say do that and save this as follow up. But sometimes, let's say you normal Quem, it gets Imperm. You don't have a choice. You might as well go for Branded Fusion. If they have Imperm Ash, they have it. And the other branded spells, Branded White and Red, these enable your fusions without locking you, so it's good. Sometimes if I want to play Ash, I would search for Branded White because it's pretty easy to get Albaz in rotation. And this is pretty much Branded Fusion except from the graveyard. And the last one, the worst card in the deck, Retribution. I hate this card. Every time I draw it, I pretty much lose. It's a brick. But you have to play it for the recursion. It has some nice synergy with Kit. You have infinite resource grind by banishing this to add back a spell from the graveyard. Then when you summon Kit, it can add back from the banish, so you can recycle this as well. For the non-engine, it doesn't play a lot, but we play 3 Droplets, 3 Imperm, and 3 Ash. Not a lot we can play. The deck is 43 as is. You don't have a lot of space for non-engine, unfortunately. But I found that Imperm Ash they were really good today. And then Droplet is like a concession for a bunch of the combo decks to set up a really insane board. But it's also a way for you to dodge like Imperm. You can dodge things. Like the deck really relies on your Quem going through to dump something. So sometimes if it loses to 1 Imperm. But if you're able to like Droplet, send Quem and resolve Quem, then you can get your plays going. So that's it for the main deck. 43 cards. Side deck, or extra deck, we got the Synchros, Baron, Lulu, and Despater. This is beyond broken. Quem plus Abyssal gets you enabled to Despater and either Mirror Jade or Seals, depending on what else you have in your hand. It's an interruption. It's a really big body. It's a combo extender, and also you can bring this off with regain. So you don't even feel bad linking this off. You'll see that we play also Striker and Seals. So a lot of times you can link a Despater into Seals, and then if you have regain face up, you can always bring this back. And we play this because sometimes you have to normal summon Albaz. If you open Albaz plus Abyssals, you normal summon Albaz, you go into Striker Dragon, and then you can Abyssal the Albaz to make Seals. You have 2 dragons to make Seals. And Seals in the deck is really, really strong because Seals can summon Fallen Albaz, which, gets, Fallen Albaz super poly target. It gets, your fusions rolling. For the fusions, they're listed in importance, I guess. The Albion, 2 Albion. You go through 1 in your combo, so and you want another one to dump. You can recycle this pretty easily with regain and stuff. So you should play 2, 1 Titaniclad. You actually make this off of Albion a lot of the times because when you have Albion and Titaniclad on the field, you can link them away from Seals. Whereas if you make a Lubellion, the problem with Lubellion is this locks you into fusion. So after you make this, you can't make Seals. And it's also, you have to discard 1, so that sucks. And only the 1 Mirror Jade. So I think some people were on 2. I only played 1 because I found that oftentimes I'm not prioritizing the fusions. I'm prioritizing the Abyssal line and the Synchros. So having 2, I rarely summon the second one. And if I do need it, I can sometimes Abyssal banish the Mirror Jade and regain, bring it back. And then we have the Cartesia fusion. And then the 2 fusions I rarely ever make, Sanctifier and Rinbrum. So Rinbrum is most likely, most of the time, it's a dump target for Mirror Jade. I summon it sometimes against Fluunderies or whatever. I think I rarely make Sanctifier. This is here that in case that they threaten battle phase and evenly, I can make Sanctifier and protect myself from that. But I find myself rarely making this off Branded Red. But the 2 things I do make off Branded Red are these 2. Furious Dragon, this is basically DPE, and Chimera. Although I'm thinking of cutting Chimera for the new SP Little Knight. But yeah, these are pretty good. This is especially good with Beast, because you get essentially 2 pops when you have this plus Branded Beast up. Because it doesn't need to pop both. You can target your Lubellion, and then Beast, chain Beast, tribute the Lubellion, and you get 2 pops. So that's it for the extra deck. For the side deck, the side deck is whatever. I just kind of threw it in for the format. Play 3 Droll and 2 Nib. These are the hand traps I'm playing. This should probably be a 3. But I didn't get to resolve them that much. I resolved this against Super Heavy and that pretty much we won the game. But yeah, these are just high impact hand traps in case I face combo. 3 Thrust, the card of the format. It's not that good against this deck because we don't going second. You can search Branded Fusion, which is part of the reason why it's here. But I find that we don't have that many other good search targets. I got open Branded Fusion. My only other search target is Branded in white. Sometimes that's not even live. I don't play talents or anything. But the thrust targets, Harpies, Duster, D-Barrier, Herald, and Evenly. All pretty much self-explanatory. This is for Chimera or the back row decks. This Erad is really good in this deck because any Bishil can turn this on. And I mean, we all know how good Erad is. This should probably not be in here. This probably should be the 3rd Nibiru. I never sided this in. I don't think it's that good because it turns off your place as well. If you call Fusion or Synchro, it's not that good. I guess it's going to get into Purely, but and this is a concession for Purely. And the last 2 is Cosmics for respecting back row. Yeah, so the combo is if you open Quem plus any Bishil and Fallen Albaz in hand, what you can do is normal summon Quem will dump Cartesia, and then you can use Soronier or any Bishil to banish. Soronier is the best one, but Soronier banish the Cartesia. Now you have level 4 and level 6, you can make Despater. So Despater, now Despater you can bring back the Cartesia, and from here you can have different options depending on what you open. We chose Fallen Albaz here because it's the simplest one, but if you open another Bishil, you can summon a level the Bishil and make a Baron. But for this one, you use Cartesia effect. You fuse with these to make Albion. Albion you can fuse with the Fallen Albaz plus the Soronier, and then you can make.
I guess the Soronier would have also dumped the Branded.
Yeah. So this usually you dump Lubellion.
Oh, I see.
Dumping Lubellion is the best. and you would summon. So you summon Titanic Clad. Now you have these. If you have Rebellion in the grave, you contribute one of these to place Branded Regain up. But you link these into Seal. And now what you have in grave is you have Albion, you have Titanic Clad in grave, you have Cartesia in grave. So you have this add bag, you have this to set up a red or Retribution depending on what else you have in the grave, and this to summon either Quem or Lulu or Quem or Adifal of Malvez depending on what you want. And that's pretty much it.
Thank you again for the deck profile. Any last shoutouts?
First shoutouts to James, shoutouts to my dad, I subscribe to him, he's a cool guy. Shoutouts to Andre for lending me the Cartesia. I gotta find another one now that he wants it back, but I've been using it for the last month. And then shoutouts to Adam for helping me build this deck, because he's also on this deck and he's helped me a lot with it. And that's it.
Awesome, thank you.